Alrighty guys, as you keep reading the Dragon Ball Legends TOP walkthrough video, this is going to be part 1 of 2 for the Standard Edition. If you guys are looking for the Pocket Edition, it will be linked in the description down below. Alright, so the team we're going to be running is Powerful Opponent. That is the name of the game. I have been working on Friendship Rank, and then I think the recommended units I told you guys to Friendship Rank in the actual guide video is going to be your high tiers for sure. So you can see right here, I'm working on this Blue Goku Black. He's at Friendship Rank 5 right now, so by the time we bring him out, ideally, I hope he's at Friendship Rank 10. And so I have been doing my Let's Fight events. That is a big one. These are going to be done before we actually head into the first fight. And then another thing that you can actually abuse, well, not abuse, but take advantage of is this fight right here specifically gives a lot of Friendship Rank, and you don't have to limit it to just one of your characters. You can bring 3 units into this. So upgrading the friendship level of 3 units at the same time. So now that we have that covered, the Blue Goku Black is sitting at Friendship Rank 7. I'm also going to go ahead and put the graphic on the screen right now, just in case you guys need replacements. And I know a lot of you guys have been asking for a replacement for the green Ultra Rose. To that, I'm going to go ahead and say throw on the green Magenta right here. He actually is pretty good. He's not getting a super attack turn 1 good, but he's applying debuffs to the enemy. He's getting 100% to his special move gauge after he activates his green card, which is when there's 3 enemies or less remaining, which is usually going to happen around turn 3. So kind of a guaranteed turn 3 blue card. He still is going to basically, he gives you some more support, he gives you the guaranteed blue card, and I actually do think he does a good amount of damage. Okay, so the first fight we are going up against is to the right of us. It is a 5-fist difficulty fight against a rival, well, specifically the Kale and Caulifla fight. Alright, so this is the team formation I'm going to use right here. I'm just going to take out one of the green unit. I know he has the guaranteed super attack, but there's no blue units. There's double purples. I'm not necessarily scared of those purples, but he is a 5-star unit. I do want to preserve his life, especially since he's going to be playing such a pivotal role as like in terms of sniping units out, right, with that blue card. And then, of course, let's let this guy chill out too. Alright, so for my attack order, I'm definitely going to go for the yellow unit first, since we do have a couple, more than a couple purples on board, right? And because of having all those purples on board, I think going for this person next, the green Kefla is going to be good, especially because if you're running Saiyans, you do want to get her out of the way, since the green Kefla does have damage inflicted to Saiyans. And then after that, we can go for the red Kefla, we can go for the purple Kefla, the red Caulifla, and then the purple Caulifla. Alright, super easy fight right there, really not much to worry. Even at the 5-fist difficulty, that's not going to give you issues no matter what. 1.1 million, we did get the full kill. Hardly any damage received either. Next is going to be to the right of us. It's another like Universe Reps fight, and it's the double stun one, right? Alright, so this is the team formation I'm going to use right here. There's double greens. I'm going to go ahead and just take out my blues. I think they're going to be fine, right? There's one red unit, it's fine. But we're going to bring in the Ultra Rose, and we're going to go ahead and have him on that yellow tile so he can upgrade his special move arts into the ultimate arts for free. Alright, so attack order, I'm going to definitely go for the easy, right? Easy money right there. Rose is going to super attack him, ultimate arts him, absolutely obliterate him, and then we go for Champa. Boom, both of the stunners out of the way on turn 1, should be. So none of them get a chance to stun me on turn 2. And then after that, we're going to go for this Kefla. We're going to go for the Hit, who does have a strike cover change for this Vados, right? So strike teams do be aware of that. And then we can go for Kaba last. That fight was incredibly... We ended that fight on at the end of turn 2. Like, we finished it off with the Bojack super attack, so... not much to say about that one, except that it's just easy, really easy. Next is straight above us, 4-fist difficulty fight against Loe, or specifically just Frieza over and over again. Alright, so this is the team formation that we're going to use right here. We're just going to put our boost units on backup, that's it. And then I am going to be a little bit greedy here and get the guaranteed ultimate arts with the Rose instead of having this guy in his ideal middle spot selection. So that's what you're seeing right there. That's why it looks a little funky. So attack order, we're definitely going to go for these two, and then we're going to go for this full power Frieza. Remember, the full power Frieza does get a guaranteed blue card if you blast arts him. So if you're running a blast based team, this unit is going to take priority. You're going to go for him first, right? Or you're going to switch your units over to strike, but you're going to probably lose a lot of your damage by doing so. You have a blast based team, stuff like that, right? For us, since we're a strike based team, that unit, we don't have to worry about his blue card since we're not going to proc that ability for him. So we're going to go for the Pod Frieza, the Golden Frieza, then this guy third, and then we can go for the EXs and then a Revival last. Another pretty easy. I mean, this team is just farming super attacks over and over, which is super nice, right? Like, Cell's almost to his super attack. This guy's almost to his super attack. And then this guy has his super attack locked and loaded for the next encounter. All right, so next is straight above us for fifth difficulty fight against this yellow Pycon fight. So this one's, Pycon only gets a lot of his stuff if you go up against a movie/powerful opponent unit. It has to be both of those combined. So he gets a stun on turn 1, and then he also is debuffing my top row. Which is a little bit unfortunate because I do have 3 sagas from the movies/powerful opponent units, right? So Garlic, we have the Bojack, and then we have the yellow Broly. So no matter what, one of those units is coming in. So he's going to get his stuff. All right, so this is the team formation I'm going to use right here. I'm going to just keep my boost characters off. Garlic Jr. actually is going to save us from the abnormal conditions from those debuffs because that's what he has in his kit. Nullifies attribute downgrades, nullifies abnormal conditions for allies in range, which is huge. So he doesn't really care about being up here. He's still going to get that ultimate tile support from this guy, support from the Garlic Jr. These guys over here could get stunned, but it's okay. All right, so attack order, let's easily snipe this guy out of the way, right? And then we're going to go for the Red Ribbon Army Piccolo. He does do quite a bit of stuff, right, including debuffs and stuff like that. And then we're going to go for Casserole because he's also debuffing. And then we can go for the Pan. We can go for Pycon, and then this Android 19. Android 19 does have cover change to the left and right tiles. It's a blast cover change, which is it's a little bit annoying. All right, another really easy fight right there, right? So 9.6, or, well, no, 0.9 million, actually 0.96. Easy kill, or easy fight. Next is to the left of us, 4/5 difficulty fight against the Hercule, and it does have the purple Bojack this time around. Last season it didn't, I believe. And this is what we're going to use right here, just our bread and butter comp, right? There's no point in bringing in the boost units just yet, so we're going to be fine with this. All right, since I kind of have a idea of my attack order right now, so I want to go ahead and just snipe this guy out of the way, right? So we can get him before he even transforms, and then we're gonna go for the Boo Gene right after that because he's gonna stun at the start of turn 2. Let's make sure we don't get that landed on any of our characters that are outside of Garlic Jr.'s range, and then we'll go for the Bojack because he will super attack you at the end of turn 2. He's really slow, that's why I say at the end of turn 2. And then after that we can go for this blue Bojack, and then I'm gonna go for the Beto and then the Zanya. All right, so that one, yes, I'm going to say it's an easy fight still. Unfortunately, the purples definitely ganged up on our Ultra Rose, so he did take a little bit of damage right there. But as you can see, it worked out pretty good for us. We got the Goku before he transformed, we got Bujin before he stunned, and we got the Bojack before he supered, so I would still say that was a successful fight. Next is to the right of us, 5/5 difficulty fight against GT. There's a guaranteed stun here, so hopefully Garlic does his job and prevents my units from getting stunned. There's only like 2 units that he can potentially stun, or 3 because Garlic doesn't protect himself, unfortunately. All right, so this is the team formation I'm going to use right here. So boost units are fine. It looks a little weird, so this guy's going to be on the yellow tile so he can upgrade his ult, obviously. And Garlic Jr. is not going to be in the middle tile, so you typically just want him in that middle tile so you can get the most out of his range. But I don't want this guy to get stunned, and I don't want this guy to get stunned because they're both going to be turn 1 super attackers, so it doesn't make sense for me to let them get stunned, you know what I mean? Another thing to mention too is that these side columns are going to be getting debuffed by the red Super Saiyan Kid Goku. I'm going to just go ahead and eat those. I mean, at least over here and over here, it's going to be nullified by Garlic Jr., but these guys are definitely going to eat it, but it's okay, they're chilling. So first unit, I'm 100% going to go for this guy. It just makes sense since we have the ultimate arts with Rose, and then our red Zombasu should be super attacking too. So let's go ahead and get the Pan out of the way, and then we can get this guy out of the way since we do have a lot of purples on board, and then we can go for this guy who's going to be debuffing us, and then after that we can go ahead and go for we'll go for this guy, and then we'll go for this guy. One thing that I don't have here is that the EX Rildo does have a blue card cover change. And I don't know who it's for, and hopefully it's not for that blue Kid Goku, but we are going to find out. Alright, so I'm not going to lie to you, our Ultra Rose is just getting targeted, bro. Like, he got to a certain amount of HP, and everyone just started jumping him, which is unfortunate. Another mistake that I did make there is that it's not the red, I don't know why I was just focused in on the red Rildo, it's the yellow Rildo, and he did have a cover change there, so Let me actually pull it up. Yeah, so it's to the left and the right of him. So I mean, I do have the graphic up right here, and so by that logic, he is covering the pan, right? Which is a little bit annoying, definitely for sure, especially since pan is the highest priority there, technically. And so for those of you that just want to get the pan out of the way, have a super attack lined up for her, yeah. A yellow reel the will cover change for her. So next is to the left of us, 4-fist difficulty fight. It's against basically a goddamn boss fight. I don't know why they did this in the first part, the first board. Like that's a little bit crazy to me, but it is what it is. So this is the team formation I'm going to be using right here. We got to just hope that this guy doesn't get slammed / dunked on, because he's at 55% HP, bro. Like he's just getting absolutely mollywopped, which is unfortunate. I mean, listen, bro, he's a 5-star Ultra. I don't know why he's getting jumped. All right, so for attack order here, let's talk a little bit about the cover changes for, well, just in general, right? So Super Vegito Purple has a strike cover for the Legends Limited Vegito Blue and the Ultra Vegito Blue. The Blue Vegito Blue has a blast cover for the Fusing Super Vegito and the Legends Limited Super Vegito. And then the Ultra Super Vegito has a strike cover for the Ultra Vegito Blue and the Legends Limited Super Vegito. So a lot of coverage here. So for attack order, let's go ahead and get the Fusing unit out of the way. I think I'm more than comfortable with getting him out of the way. And then I'm going to actually go for a purple unit here. I do want to get these purples out of the way because I'm scared for Ultra Rose's life. And then we're going to go for the USV, the VB, this guy, and then we're going for UVB last just because he counters the strike arts. And then upon countering, he debuffs our whole team. The only thing that's scary about this is the fact that he has the chance to double attack. So we're kind of like leaving ourselves open to that a little bit. Okay, so actually we came out of that one pretty decently. I would say the damage was distributed pretty evenly as well, which is good for us. This guy I think he only took 1 hit, which is fantastic. That's all I could have asked for there. 1 million, did get the full kill. That is a hard fight, a stressful fight. Next is straight above us, 4-fist difficulty. A little easy breather fight right here. You'd love to see that. There's triple purples here, though. I'm probably not going to bring Rose into this. All right, so this is the team formation I'm going to use right here. I know, like, we're kind of like leaving this bare and open when we do have guaranteed super attacks coming out from this guy and then from this guy, but I really do want to just value these up here. And I do want to value the Garlic Jr. support. So let's go ahead and just do it like this. This is fine. It's going to be an easy fight. I don't think I need the extra boosted damage. So this guy on backup for sure. This guy on backup. All right, so attack order. I'm going to go for the Whis first. Get that stun out of the way. And then we're going to go for this Piccolo. He's definitely high priority. Big damage dealer, debuffs, all that good stuff, right? And then this Beerus, also more debuffs, stuff like that. And then we're going to go for the FSK, who's getting stronger per dead ally, Bulma, and then Shallot at the end. Bulma does have a strike cover for Shallot, Piccolo, and Beerus. It's a little annoying, but it is what it is. All right, definitely an easy fight right there. And I mean, if you really wanted to bring in Rose, I don't think those purples are that scary. I mean, the main damage dealing purple there is that Piccolo. Like, Bulma's not going to do damage. This guy's not going to do damage. But it's just the fact that if all 3 of them hit on turn 1 or something like that, you know, that would make me sad. Next is going to be to the right of us. It is a 3-fist difficulty fight against, I don't know what to call this, to be honest with you. It looks like a worst version of this. You know what I mean? So let's go ahead and get into this one. And this will be the team formation we are going to be using. So boost units back on backup. I need this guy to get some easy heals here, bro. Easy heals, some chill heals. Also, do keep in mind, Bulma is going to be debuffing the top row. So, I mean, if you don't have Garlic Jr., you just go boom. For me, Garlic Jr. is going to nullify that, so it doesn't really matter who we have at the top. And for attack order, the reds are the highest priorities here. So we're going to go for this guy and then this guy. And then we're going to go for the Beerus, the Bulma, the Gohan, and then the Shallot. All right, super easy fight right there. Like, no one took any damage, which is huge for us because we need this guy back up to full HP as soon as possible. And we have built up some super attacks, which is also nice. Next is straight above us, and it's a repeat fight of the Whis Beerus fight. All right, so this is going to be the team formation here. I actually want to save this because, so Cell, his kit, he gets 30%, not here. He gets 30% to his special move gauge if there's a hybrid or a Saiyan enemy, and we're right next to the boss fight, and it is going to be the Vegito fight. So obviously we're going to proc that, and so that's essentially a guaranteed super attack on turn 1. I kind of do want to save that, so we're going to go ahead and do exactly that. All right, so attack orders here are going to be pretty similar. So we're going to go for the Whis first, prevent the stun, right? Then this Piccolo, then this guy, then this guy, then Bulma, and then Shallot. And then Bulma does have that strike cover still in this position for the Shallot, Piccolo / Beerus. So again, we're going to have to just kind of like force our way through that. Alright, so easy enough, right? 3/5 difficulty fight. Shouldn't have any issues with that whatsoever. Next is going to be to the left of us, 5/5 difficulty fight against Loe. So this is the team formation we're going to use right here. So this guy on backup, this guy on backup, and then bringing out double blues of actually disregarding the yellow tiles so this guy can get the damage cut tile just for extra heals potentially, right? Or extra heal potential just in case. Just kind of cut that damage. So for attack order, let's go for the Frost first. We definitely don't need like the ultimate arts with Rose to kill this Frost, right? Hopefully. So Frost is going to go, and then we're going to go for this LF Cooler. And then after that, we're going to go for the red Frieza, the yellow Frieza, this EX one, and then Revza at the end. All right, easy enough fight right there too. I mean, they were a little bit tanky, but it's okay. We are building up some super attacks here though, which is kind of cool, kind of nice. Next is to the left of us, 5/5 difficulty fight against, well, the Bowser squad, right? Well, not the Thousands, but the Cooler Force, I guess I should say. So this is the team formation I am going to be using right here. So there's a couple purples here. A little bit scared of the purples. Not gonna lie. I'm not necessarily scared, but you know what I mean? I'm just scared for this guy specifically. Still holding on to the super attack with the cell. But this guy, we are going to target that purple Cooler, the transforming one, last. I don't want him to take any damage from him, TBH. All right, so for attack order, I'm going to go for the red, and then this guy, and then this guy, and then this guy, and then we'll go for the blue, and then the purple last. All right, dude, I'm not going to lie to you guys. We had to use the goddamn rush on that one. That's embarrassing. Yeah, that's rough. I don't know why. Like, this guy is just so goddamn tanky, bro. Like, he just didn't want to die. I mean, it took like he took every hit on turn 4. Like, literally every hit. All my units targeted him on turn 4. We just couldn't do it. Like, this guy couldn't do it. Like, I mean, at least we built up the super attack with this guy, but still, like, goddamn, bro. Like, he was just a behemoth. Also, too, another thing that I definitely miscalculated was I think this guy was at 96% to his super attack. I assumed he was going to get it, so it'd be easier to get the red Cooler out of the way early on. He did not get his super attack in turn 1. He got it on turn 2, so that kind of messed up my attack order, so that was my mistake. All right, so for the final fight of the first video, this boss fight right here against the Super Vegitos. We just went over this one though, so we kind of already know what we're getting into a little bit here, right? And this is the team formation we're going to use right here. So our boost characters on backup, of course, and we are kind of like primed for this fight. So we have this guy guaranteed super attack into the ultimate, this guy guaranteed super attack as well. This guy guaranteed super attack turn 1. Like, a lot of turn 1 super attacks right here that are going to help out a lot. This guy's probably going to, he might super attack this fight. He might. So for attack order, I want to go for this guy, and I kind of do want to target this guy afterwards, right? Especially since our red Zamasu has his super attack ready to go. And then we're going to go for the purple, we're going to go for the blue, another purple, and then this guy at the end. All right, so I think we were like super well prepared for that one. We had a bunch of super attacks come out, 1.3 million. We got the full kill. We killed 3 units on turn 1. Which is actually huge for us. So we were able to get this guy out of the way, this guy, and this guy all in turn 1, which is kind of huge for us if I am being real honest with you. Not too much damage taken either, which I'm happy about. So as of right now, sitting at 16 mil. Let's see where that is on the leaderboard. I don't think... I mean, we've been worse. We've been in worse positions right here. 14,951. That's not bad. We're definitely going to make up for that once we do go into part 2, right? Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Later!